Hello, my amazing people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending on your time zone or anytime you are coming across my platform. If it's your first time and you like what I'm doing here, kindly subscribe, put on your notification bell to all notifications, and that way you'll be able to know when we upload a new video. Here in Linda's TV show, we react to all forms of videos, local, international, especially what is happening in Nigeria. I want to appreciate YouTube. Yes, I will keep on appreciating them for creating this wonderful platform that we are using to disseminate information to the members of the public. At the same time, I put a disclaimer. Yes, I need to inform YouTube what I am doing here. I put a disclaimer that this platform, Linda's TV show, do not and will not promote hate speech, violence, misinformation. We are here to educate, inform the members of the public about what is happening. In fact, myself, I don't like hate speech, I don't like violence, I don't like misinformation, and I don't like instigating war. But I want to inform YouTube that a call for self-determination is not a call of war. Please.
We mustn't copy everything other people did. Our problem is very peculiar. Nigeria is a very complex, evil entity that needed another complex solution. That solution is what we are doing here today. We'll tell you how to vote, cast your vote, and this will be done by the committee that is responsible for the e-voting of the Biafra people. So listen attentively, share this information so that by tomorrow we want to see the numbers of signatures and votes to start pouring in for the days ahead. I thank you, the team, for the job you have done so far. But remember, our freedom is in our hand. Nobody else will fight for your freedom except yourself. Yes. And because Nigeria has made the state very fragile for every indigenous person, Nigeria will not allow us to conduct election, to conduct a referendum on the ground. So we have found and devised a means to circumvent the hostility of Nigeria. That's why we have adopted this e-voting, which we believe will work very well for the best interest and the only interest of the Biafra people and this Biafra government. Whoever that is not happy with the system we have adopted should go and kiss transformer. I want to tell Nigeria today that the flame of Biafra freedom will continue to burn in the house of the enemy. Fellow Biafrans, let the flame of freedom continue to burn. Let there be fire in the house of the enemies of our freedom. I say again, for the last time, let there be festival of fire to the enemies of Biafra.
He said,
I welcome all of you. Good evening. Airborne.
Odogu Nam Kaligo Biafrans Kogonazo Kaligo Onyuku Odogu Ekenengi.
We are in the era of festival of fire. We call it the festival of fire to the enemies of Biafra. Ndewo.
Thank you, Prime Minister.
Thank you.
It's quite pathetic that they are trying to use fire to kill fire.
Yes.
You put their oil farms in flames, and then one Nigerian army are trying to use AK-47 to kill fire again. I have never seen how you fight fire. There's no ideology of firefighting that you have to use fire to kill fire. So, my honorable professor, thank you with your team. At this very point, without wasting much time, you take the stage with your team, and Biafrans are waiting to see your presentation. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister of Information. Good afternoon, everybody from my end. I will start by really thanking our Onyendu, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. Wherever he is, we believe that he is with us in spirit. Thank you so much, His Excellency, Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister of the United States of Biafra. We salute you, sir, for without you, we will not be where we are today. I thank all the cabinet members, the government in exile cabinet members, and the de facto government in the homeland cabinet members. Thank you so much. For without your hard work, we will not be here. Thank you, the media team led by Minister Barawa, for what you are doing. Biafrans, we salute you, both civilians and military, especially those of you in the homeland. Thank you for honoring all the decisions, all the civil disobedience that the government of Biafra has asked you to embark on. And all of these things that we've all obeyed, all our hard work has culminated to this very time. And this is really an exciting time. I thank the committee that is responsible for the ID card and database. Thank you for your hard work. I don't know if you can perhaps bring Mwadobi and Mazi Uche, Mazi Praise, and Mazi Goodwill to the screen. It is your hard work that brought us to this point. Thank you very much. So without wasting much time, we are here today to learn really to the layman's level what we ought to do and how we have to do what we have to do to conduct this our self-referendum so that success will be ours. So I'm gonna share my screen and hope that you follow the screen and then ask questions when it is time for question and answer. So before I begin, I want to tell all of us, especially those of you in the homeland, that by the time we are done with this presentation, we need you to keep vigil, because the link for this historic self-referendum is going to be dropping in about 4 hours from now. We want, as soon as the link drops, everybody is there voting. So this is the hour. The hour is here. We have worked so hard for this time, and it is here. So, you waited. Sometimes we see our people, they go on protest They asked for referendum. Give us referendum. Give us referendum. Now we have this referendum, and we believe that every honest and genuine Biafran will participate in this referendum. So we will take you through the step-by-step guide on what you need to do in order to vote in our self-referendum. The first question that some people may be asking, and when I say some people, I do not mean people that are really tuned into what we are doing. We just do not need people that are tuned in. We need other Biafrans that had this nonchalant attitude to their safety. We need them to start thinking. And they may be asking, you want us to vote yes? Why must we vote yes in this Biafra self-referendum? Why should we abandon this hellhole called Nigeria to vote yes in the referendum? We are saying that you are voting yes so that you can secure your life and property. When you do that, you are ushering in peace. There will be unity. Everybody will be equal. And when you have peace, you have unity and equality. Nothing else follows but progress. Everybody is going to be progressing. When this happens, it means that we as a people are laying foundation for unparalleled human and economic development. Right now, what you have in the contraption called Nigeria, you may say you have some human development. I would argue that you don't even have the human development because people do not reason. Development is not just when you grow in height and you enter puberty and you mature. There has to be critical thinking. Economic development is nowhere to be found. So a vote of yes will secure you human and economic development. When you vote yes, you will ensure that our leader, who is suffering for you and I because of the injustice meted out on him, will be released. If you don't care about our leader, for example, because he's not your brother, because you don't support what he's doing, perhaps you have someone from your village who was arrested, kidnapped, malhandled. A vote of yes will force the hands of Nigeria to get them released. Of course, you know, sometimes we complain that they are not listening to us. The world is not listening to us. Our government not listening to, nobody's listening to us. Absolutely, yes. But you see, this your vote is your voice. Not just in Biafra, in all developed world, your vote is your voice. In your common meetings, your vote is your voice. You must have gone to a meeting where maybe there's a tie, people are dragging something, and then the chair or the secretary says, let's put it to a vote. The vote is your voice, and it is your expression of your heart's desire. If you decide not to vote, you are silencing yourself, not me and not other people that voted. It means you don't have a voice. go and vote. What about people that would say, well, it doesn't matter. I don't care about all these. I'm going to vote no. It's okay. Come and listen. Tell them what that no vote means. When you click no, you are voting to remain in one Nigeria. And you are, in fact, endorsing additional sufferings for yourself. We all know what $1 is to the Naira today. We all know how much you buy a bag of rice. Just the simple things that occur in life, you will continue to suffer. When you vote no, you've given the Fulani a ticket to come and kill you. The worst thing is, they would come to kill you at their own time of choosing. They won't consult you. You will have no say in that. And after they kill, they take over your land and the property. So for those one Nigerians, they are Biafrans. We all have them in our families. Perhaps they live in Lagos. Perhaps they live in Abuja, in Kanu, and they have this mansion or that mansion. And they would say, no, I do not want to vote yes. Vote no. And the Fulani is going to come. And the property that you were trying to protect will be gone. You will be forgotten. The thing is, as Fulani kills you, we all know what the Nigerian military and police do. We all know what your governors do because they were installed by Fulani. They will look the other way. They won't even acknowledge that anything happened to you. They may turn around and say that you were the instigator, you were the criminal. And the worst part of it, you dare to complain, they will bring more Fulani police and military to not just attack your family, but attack the entire village. We've all seen that. That is what your no vote is going to get you. But let us say that there are some people that do not care about everything we've said. We've had our leader. He's been in detention, solitary confinement, sick, hungry, sleeping on the floor. He just told us recently, and this was published by the Zoo newspapers. He said, despite my unjust detention, demand for Biafra what? Referendum remains my goal. Can we think about this for a second? The moment that the Prime Minister says, boom, we are having a self-referendum, our leader in solitary confinement endorses the self-referendum. Think about that. So, my sisters and brothers, Biafrans, for those of you that profess your love for Nyendu Nnamdi Kanu, I love Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Now is the time for you to act. It's not just talking. Now follow that your talk with action. Vote en masse, and you must vote yes to support Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. For you who say that you will only engage in activities authorized by Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, now I'm calling the clans of Chike Doziem and the rest of you. You must vote yes to this referendum, because that's what your leader wants. He said, Biafra referendum remains my goal. The portal for Biafra referendum will be open midnight Biafra time today. You must vote yes. For those of you who now confess the obedience, we see all of you on Twitter, that Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a saint. Oh, he's way better than the way of our prime minister. You like his way of agitation. He said he wants referendum. You must vote yes. So now that we've all seen some of the reasons why we have to vote yes and not vote no, I just gave you the high-level points. Each and every one of us have our grievances. We have our reasons for voting yes. Let us then go through the step-by-step guide. As you learn, perhaps you are even with your grandmother. If your grandmother is literate, can read and write, no matter how old, this voting system is so simple that anyone can vote. The first thing that you have to do as a citizen is to indeed click on the link that will be dropped by the PM. When you click on that link, it's going to present you a text box so that you will log in with your Gmail account. So in this case, I am the one doing it. I clicked on the link and I'm gonna log into the portal with my Gmail. My Gmail is onyemannadi@gmail.com, and I will enter my password. As soon as you do that, this is the view that you would see. Biafra self-referendum, early voting, early digital e-voting. And down here, it will tell you that only adults of 18 years of age and above are eligible to take part in this democratic process. Right below that, you will see your email. Keep this switch account in your head. We're gonna get back to that. And it will tell you that the name, email, photo associated with your account will be recorded. I hope everyone is seeing this red star and a red text. Anytime you see this, you know that you must answer the question. If you don't, you would not submit your form. If you don't submit your form, you would not vote. And then you will see the next box that would say, record onyemannadi@gmail.com as the email to be included in my response. You must check this box. Remember what I said? A red star indicates a required response. So you must check this for you to move from this form. Once you do that, then what you see is a list of the 40 United States of Biafra. You see the state, you see the capital, you see the former state. If you do not know your state by now, you may want to take a second to look to identify your state before you proceed. So after you see that, the next thing is you're going to see the overview. The overview is a lot of text, okay? And we had to do this just to explain to you why you are doing what you are doing, so that at the end of the day, you're going to say that you are informed. For the sake of the presentation, I'm going to read it. After reading it, maybe if you don't want to read it because you don't have a lot of data, you can watch this, or at least you tell yourself you've heard this. It was read. So the overview says, as a Biafran citizen, you have the right to freely choose your sovereignty. We have collectively agreed in principle, backed by our more than 2.5 years weekly Monday sit-at-home civil disobedience, and numerous elections we have boycotted, including the Anambra State gubernatorial election in November 21, the Imo State gubernatorial election of November 23, and Nigeria general election of February 23, in which about 24 million voters were registered in the Biafra regions of Southeast and South Nigeria. But only about 4 million people voted, while over 20 million refused to participate in obedience to the sit at home called by the Biafra government in exile. Likewise, Biafrans have demonstrated unparalleled loyalty to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Biafra government in exile by sitting at home during our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's court appearances. Collectively, through these actions, Biafrans have demonstrated beyond doubt a desire to be free from subjugation and unprovoked periodic massacre of our people. As such, we are taking and have taken steps to satisfy requirements for a peaceful actualization of a quest for self-preservation and independence of the United States of Biafra through the ongoing delegitimization of Nigeria in Biafra territory, through grievance declaration, institutionalization declaration, and commitment declaration, and the legitimization of the Biafra government. The Biafra liberation have attained the status for a state recognition by successfully setting up institutions required by international law and standards. This self-referendum election provides yet another step towards our freedom. As a Biafra citizen, you will further demonstrate your resolve for an independent United States of Biafra by participating in Biafra self-referendum. After that overview, you will see voter eligibility requirements. You must be a Biafran by birth, meaning that either your mother or father is a Biafran. You must be 18 years or older. You must have a Google Gmail account. If you do not have a Gmail account by now, create one immediately. It is free. Please do not pay people. Do not forget your password. Keep it safe. You must know your state and county which will serve as your precinct. You must have a passport photo. If you don't have a passport photo, you have to have a phone that can take your passport photo in real time as you are filling the form. Your photo must not be more than 2 megabytes. After that requirement, then you see our privacy and confidentiality statement, which reads, Brgie will protect the confidentiality of all data collected to the maximum extent allowable by law. Data capturing, recording, storage, and access will be conducted in a manner. Excuse me, please. Can Pastor Van please remove William Kersing?
I have done that.
Don't worry, concentrate. Concentrate. We are working on that. Concentrate.
Thank you. Data capturing, storage, and access will be conducted in a manner that ensures the privacy of Biafrans. Brgie data capturing is automated, sophisticated, and user-friendly. The data security protocol in place minimizes the risk of unauthorized access, use, and disclosure of voters' personal information. Data is encrypted while in transit and even at rest. Storage of data will be in accordance with robust standards set by Brgie IT team and committee charged with handling of confidential information and consistent with international electronic data handling standards. So, the privacy statement continues. Only trained and authorized Brgie officials directly involved in the administration of the Biafra self-referendum voting will have access to the database. The authorized individuals will have the lowest level of access to the data and database functionality necessary to perform their jobs. These individuals will not have editing privileges. Access to Brgie database will be tracked through audit logs for accountability. This will help monitor traffic to the database and users will be promptly identified. In the event of a data breach involving voters' personal data, we don't expect this to happen, Brgie will quickly notify impacted individuals and appropriate remedies will be implemented. Please remove Martin Glock. So at the end of the privacy and confidentiality statement, you have the attestation and you must respond to it. It reads, I have read, understood, and agree with the above Brgie policy on information, data privacy, and confidentiality. Red star. You have to click I have read, understood, and agree before you can move forward. Now we come to attestation of age. I confirm that I am 18 years of age or above. You must click the circle. I confirm. After that, you will be asked to select your continent. Click on this arrow down here. You can see it is a required question. You click on the arrow, you select the continent where you are residing. Then after that, it will ask you to select your country of residence. You have to click and select. Pay attention here. If, for example, at any point from here onwards, you think you've made a mistake, that, oh, you selected something that you didn't want to select, you can use this button right here. Sorry, you use this button to go next. But if you do not want to continue because of a mistake, you click the clear form. Once you click here, it will send you back to the beginning for you to begin the process again. Now you come to the sex question. We want to know, are you a male or female? Casting your vote. So you will have to pick male or female. We want to know if you have disabilities. So you have to answer the disability question. It is a yes or no question. And it is left for you to determine if you have disabilities and what are those. It could be limb-associated disabilities. I can't walk, I can't use my hands. It could be visual disabilities, you pick that. It could be that you cannot hear properly, you pick that. Even in the Western world, some people that suffered from COVID-19, some of them, if they have neuro-COVID, they've now attained a disability status because that makes them not think properly. So if you believe that such a thing is happening to you, I cannot really think, you may decide to pick that. But in terms of picking disability, it is left for you to pick the class that whether you are a disability person or not. After that, then we have where you give your information. You have to write down your first name. You can see this middle name here. It is not a required question because some people have, some don't. If you have a middle name, you may decide to just write M or O or write it in full. Then you have the surname. And you have to also respond to the surname question. After that, we come to date of birth. So remember, when you are writing the date of birth, please look at the format. MM means the month you were born. So if you were born in February, then it's gonna be 02. That MM means you need 2 digits. So if your month is a 1-digit month, put 0 in front of that month and then the month that you were born. If you were born in October, then it's 10. But anything from January to September will have 0. Then the day. If you were born February 1, then it's gonna be 0201. After you put down the month and the day, down here you're gonna then choose your date of birth. Please remember that you've already attested that you are 18 years old or older. What this means is that under the date of birth, if you are younger than 18 years, you will not see the age, your year of birth, because anything below 2006, you would not see it here. So if you know you are younger than 18 and you picked that you are older than 18, and then you come here, you would not see your age. Do not think that it is a mistake. No, it's not a mistake. If you are younger than 18, your age will not appear here. So after you tell us your date of birth, now we need contact information. You have to choose the country for your country code. For people in Biafra land, you will see 234. And then you write down your phone number. Here you're gonna have to write it yourself. It's not a pick or not pick question. So from here, you will be asked to upload a passport photo. When you click on this add file, 2 things will happen. The form would ask you, do you want to take a photo immediately? If that's what you want, click that. Your camera would appear. You take the photo. Take a selfie. Click upload. Easily, it goes in. If you've already taken a photo and saved the photo somewhere in your library, click the library. It will take you to your library and you would upload that photo. Please, at this juncture, I will tell you, we are going to be looking as the funds are coming in. We are going to be looking. All we need is the photo of your face. Do not send us your car because your vote will not be valid. Do not send us your house. Your vote will not be valid. Do not send us your dog or your cow. The vote will not be valid. It has to be a person, your face. Once you add the file, click next. If you are happy with everything you've done thus far. If you are not happy, click back. It will take you back to where you are not happy. You make the change that you want to make. If it's not in the immediate form, click back again. It takes you back to that form. You make the change. Remember I said, if you are completely unsatisfied, clear the form and start again. So we're going to click next here. So once you click the next button, then you have the referendum proposal question. The first thing you see is this orange banner, and it will tell you that only Biafrans are eligible to participate in this referendum. So a proposed declaration of the restoration of independent state of Biafra.
Hello my wonderful people, as we have finished watching this interesting video, please, I want to see your comment, your contribution, your opinion in the comment section. Like I said earlier, let us do it constructively. Tell me what you think about this video that you have just watched, and also about the platform. If you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Please remember to subscribe, put on your notification bell, share this video, and remain blessed.